Wi-Fi feels inevitable today. Invisible, effortless, everywhere. It powers our homes, our work, our entertainment, and almost every modern device we touch. But Wi-Fi was never supposed to exist. No one set out to invent it. No grand plan. No future of the internet vision. Wi-Fi was born from a problem. A failure. And a mistake no one initially knew how to solve. In the early 1990s, a group of scientists were not trying to connect laptops or phones. They were trying to listen to the universe. At Australia's National Research Organisation, CSIRO, a small team of radio astronomers was studying faint signals coming from space. Their work focused on detecting radio waves from exploding stars and distant galaxies, signals so weak they were almost drowned out by noise. The challenge wasn't power. It was interference. Radio waves bounce. They scatter. They arrive late. In enclosed spaces, signals reflect off walls, ceilings, and objects, creating echoes that distort information. To engineers, this multipath interference was a problem to be eliminated. To astronomers, it was a mystery that needed decoding. One of the scientists working on this problem was John O'Sullivan. His team was trying to filter out signal distortion caused by echoes, an issue that made radio data unreliable. Their goal was not communication, it was clarity. They built mathematical models to reconstruct signals that had been scattered and delayed. The work was abstract, theoretical, and had nothing to do with consumer technology. And then something strange happened. The solution they developed didn't just clean up cosmic noise. It worked astonishingly well in enclosed spaces. Spaces like buildings, walls, rooms, offices, homes, the very environments where wireless communication had always struggled. What had been a limitation in radio communication, signals bouncing everywhere, was suddenly manageable, even useful. By accident, the team had solved one of the hardest problems in wireless networking. At the time, most wireless systems failed indoors. Signals weakened, dropped, or collided. Engineers assumed reliable high-speed wireless networks were impractical without cables. CSIRO's algorithm suggested otherwise. Still, no one shouted Wi-Fi. The discovery sat quietly, filed as intellectual property. It was a solution without a clear market. The internet was young. Laptops were bulky. Wireless networking felt niche. But technology has a way of catching up to accidents. As personal computers spread and devices shrank, companies began searching for ways to connect them wirelessly. The same interference problem kept reappearing. Different teams struggled with the same issue until the CSIRO solution resurfaced. Their algorithm became a core component of what would eventually be standardized as Wi-Fi. Not invented. Assembled. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, Wi-Fi exploded. Homes, offices, cafes, airport spaces never designed for clean radio transmission were suddenly connected. The irony is hard to miss. Wi-Fi exists because radio waves behave badly indoors. Because signals refuse to travel in straight lines. Because the physical world interferes. A flaw became a feature. And yet the story doesn't end with triumph. For years, CSIRO fought legal battles to be recognized and compensated for their accidental contribution. Many companies using Wi-Fi technology resisted paying licensing fees. The idea that something so foundational could come from a research lab studying stars seemed almost absurd. Eventually, CSIRO won settlements totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. But the larger lesson is not about money. It's about how innovation actually happens. Wi-Fi did not emerge from a roadmap. It wasn't the result of predicting consumer demand. It came from scientists trying and failing to hear the universe more clearly. This pattern repeats throughout technological history. Human beings like to believe progress is linear, planned, controlled. But many of the technologies we depend on most were born from mistakes, side effects, and solutions applied in the wrong context. Accidental inventions succeed not because humans are brilliant planners, but because they are adaptable interpreters of failure. Wi-Fi is not a monument to foresight. It is a monument to curiosity. A reminder that the future often arrives disguised as a problem no one was trying to solve. And that sometimes the most world-changing inventions begin with someone asking a completely different question. If you enjoy the accidental, unexpected, and human side of technology, subscribe to Talking Tech for more documentary-style tech stories.